Hi, this is a Filmmaker's Guide to Film Festivals, and I'm your host, Ethan Minsker. This episode, special co-host,
Shane Kama.
We're in Hollywood, California. This episode, Dances with Films. We're on tour with our pilot, The Great Record Hunt.
I am Leslie Scallon, co-founder of Dances with Films Film Festival. Dances with Films has been around for 22 years. Well, Dances with Films was created as a truly independent film festival. When we started in 1998, all of the film festivals were becoming very political. It was about who you knew and who you had in the film. And there wasn't a place for breakthrough artists who didn't have stars in their films and who didn't have necessarily all the connections to the industry that you wanted to have. We had a film, Michael and I had a film called Indemnity that we realized we needed to do a screening for, that it would be just as cheap to rent one for 7 days as it was for one night. There's got to be other filmmakers who are just like us, who actually really need a place to screen, and we could all bond together and use each other to support each other's films. And that's what we did. We put a small ad in Filmmaker magazine and got about 300 entries that first year. The filmmakers were so supportive of each other. And ever since then, it's been the same for 22 years.
Hi, I'm Anissa Alamia. I've been in LA for about 18 years now, and I'm a screener and the programmer for the TV and web department for Dances with Films. What I'm personally looking for is someone who is paying attention to TV format. Web is its own thing, and I totally acknowledge that. And for web, you just want to be short is the sweet spot. If you think that 8 minutes is an awesome length of time, do yourself a favor and cut 2 minutes off unless it really eats into your storyline. But for TV, what I've noticed is that the best thing is going to be paying attention to structure. And I know that with the advent of binging for Netflix and Hulu, people kind of feel like they can throw TV format out the window because, everyone's watching it all at the same time. You cannot. And the way that Dances with Films works, a whole group of screeners, and I take in their opinions, and honestly, sometimes we not agree, but if everyone else loves something that I'm like, I feel okay about it, I'm going to pay attention to them because it's not about me, it's about what everyone enjoys. And so we want a really diverse program.
My name's Jose Ortega. I am an actor and a YouTuber. I am from Portland, Oregon, but I've been here in LA almost 10 years now. I am the theater manager of this lovely Dances with Films festival this year. A theater manager makes sure that the screening starts on time, but of course beforehand I line people up and get them ready to go in. I make sure that everybody has their tickets out and ready to go. I let the volunteers who are helping to take tickets and to give out ballots make sure that they're ready to do that. And then after the screening, there's about 15 minutes of Q&A. Part of my job is to make sure that I signal to the Q&A person, hey, it's time to wrap it up, so that they can finish the questions, and then I have to let everybody know, okay, I need you to vacate the theater. You'll notice when you came in, you were given a ballot. Remember to tear in the number, and hopefully if you like me, please give it a 5, because that's what I'm going for. Be very, very professional and polite. And in your opening, you'll want to get right to the very meat of your film. So hit the very strong points, maybe unique or helps to make the film stand out. And then, maybe add a little of the extra stuff, but make sure that you put your best foot forward as far as the beginning of that pitch.
Hi, I'm Steffen Hacker. I'm from Germany, and I'm here with Ingenium, a German mystery. This is the biggest, the most badass. It lives up to its name. It's Dances with Films.
I'm Trenton Watterson. I'm from Los Angeles, 17 years, and I'm the producer of Flying Cars, an adventure drama world premiering at Dances with Films. They really pride themselves on finding fresh, up-and-coming talent, what you might think Sundance was 25 years ago, right here in Hollywood, which is fantastic if you want your Hollywood premiere that you've always dreamed of. You're able to play at the Chinese Theater. I mean, the Chinese Theater is an icon. I grew up, watching older films, or whenever you look at film history, I mean, everything from old classic movie premieres to the fact that even Marvel Studios will still do their current movie premieres here. It's a really big deal.
My name is Valerie Barnhart, and my film is an animated true crime documentary called Girl in the Hallway, and I'm from Canada. What I like about why I applied to this festival was for truly independent filmmakers, so nobody unknowns, and that's exactly who I am. Hi.
My name is John Sahagian. I am from LA, and the name of my film is The Star of Eros. So I've been to several festivals before. This one is really fun. Everybody is not pretentious at all.
My name is Sean McCarthy. I'm from the Bay Area. My name of the film is The Unexpected. It's a short film.
To me, this is my favorite film festival. It's become family at this point, and we've had 14 plus projects at the film festival, and to me it's my favorite. We're in the Filmmaker Lounge up in this little kind of barrel-shaped Filmmakers Lounge. It's tucked away at the top here, where filmmakers can kind of congregate, hang out, have open bar, and just kind of get to know each other. It's outside of the lobby, so it's a little bit more intimate with people here too.
My name is Romel Foster Owens. The name of my film is Home Sweet Home, and I'm located in the Los Angeles, Hollywood area. Dances with Films, this is my 6th time being in Dances with Films. The first 5 were as a producer. This is the first time as a director-producer. They have amazing panels, opportunities to talk and meet people in the industry and in the upper echelons that a lot of festivals don't have. Their communication is amazing. And I kind of programmed myself where this would be my world premiere.
All right, my name is Antoine Ward, and my film is Differences. It's a web series. This festival is more like a family than it is like a business.
My name is Danny Simonzad. I am the creator of a TV pilot called Premortem, and I'm from LA. I read a little bit about it, and there was a lot of good comments about it. It had good reviews, and I'm like, but I'm always skeptical about a film festival. I just don't know what to expect. But after the first day going to orientation, I'm like, this is an awesome film festival. I was not expecting it to be this big.
My name is Brendan Boogie from Boston, and our film is called The Sympathy Card.
I'm Petey Gibson. I live here in LA. I am a co-producer and co-star of The Sympathy Card.
Porcelain Dahlia, also one of the producers on Sympathy Card.
It's actually our world premiere, and we could not have been treated any better.
My name is Tamara Baselk, and I live in New York City. The title of my web series is Chronicles of a Bleep-Year-Old Woman. It's all the tiny little details. It's the fact that they take the time to respect the filmmakers in all these unnecessary ways, like by asking us to submit the music from our film and playing it in the background before the movies.
We have found that filmmakers, they don't necessarily know what to do when you get past making your film. It is a business. If you don't have $50 million for P&A, which is basically your advertising, you really need to know who you're going for and find your audience and get them into the theater, because that's what distributors and agents and everybody else wants to see. They want to see that your film is popular and that it has a place in the market.
In this episode, we're going to talk about cover letters.
But Ethan, I don't know what a cover letter is.
When you're entering festivals on Film Freeway or Without a Box, you'll see a section that says cover letter. And just like you used to enter film festivals in a paper mailed envelope, you would want to send a cover letter.
But how do you make a good cover letter?
Well, Shane, why don't we ask the filmmakers?
When you're submitting to a film festival, almost like when you're buying a house, when you come in with a personal cover letter that actually references the festival or how you found it or what you've heard about it or something personal in regards to it, it is so much better than, hey, hope you enjoy my film.
Yes, if you have a particular reason why we should really pay close attention versus what we already do, which is watch everything from start to finish. We never skip ahead and we do not skip the ending. Do it.
In the beginning, my cover letters were super long. I was like telling them everything. And with the time, I reduced them. At the end, I just told everyone, have a great time. Because this is what you should have when you watch a movie. Just enjoy it.
I think it's a really good opportunity to introduce yourself, but also interesting points about the production people may not know.
My thoughts on cover letters are they're helpful to do, and I think just like in anything, if you're submitting for a job or if you're reaching out with a film festival, it's good to provide context of where you're coming at and where you're coming from. But I think at the end of the day, it's always going to come down to the quality of the film.
Cover letters for festivals are important to do, particularly if a festival is very specific in terms of genre or whatever, or if they're looking for female filmmakers or they're looking for certain things. I think you have to point that out because you won't know. Be brief. It's just like a pitch letter. 1-2 sentences and out.
Matters is actually adding something personal, taking the time to know who you're writing to, who's running the festival.
But why not spend a few minutes on the opportunity that you might make a connection with someone when it costs you nothing?
I'm born ready.
Lights came on, the take blade slammed, I play a dying man in Hollywood. Next week came, the next week passed, called my agent, said, when can I die again?
I think a common mistake filmmakers make is that they think that applying to film festival is kind of like a college application process. There's a fair amount of positive, enthusiastic lobbying you can do for your film in the meantime during the waiting period. Getting to know the current programmers, getting to know the director, just sending really excited emails that are not annoying but at the same time show that you really anticipate hearing back from them. Just anything you can do to let them know that you actually really do care about playing in that festival. That's going to put you in the top 5 or 10%. Anytime that I just politely, enthusiastically reminded the programmers and the directors exactly why I want to play in that festival, half the time I got in.
There's a lot of dying parts in Hollywood.